welcome back to my channel. Ika here. This is another multimedia related vlog, and that means you're in the designer life with Ika. And simple lang naman ang topic natin for today, writing your resume and creating your portfolio as a designer. When I was creating my outline for this and my talk for this vlog, ang dami kong na-realize na ang dami kong mali. My resume is bad, my portfolio is bad, and I hope this could help you somehow improve how you write your resume and how you create your portfolio. In terms of your resume, sa mga designers, may battle, may argument dyan. Should you submit the standard form or the formal resume, or should you give your creative resume? So the creative version is like going the extra mile of creating an infographic about yourself. When I was looking for my first job, I tend to submit both. So meron akong creative, meron din ako ng standard na typical boring formal lang. And marami kasi akong memes na nakikita na some companies, especially if it's a corporate one, and HR naman ang titingin, hindi pa nila masyadong ma-appreciate yung creative version. And so that's why I try to create both, so that when HR and the hiring manager looks at it, may option sila kung ano yung gusto nilang makita. But right now, based on experience and my knowledge from being an HR before, part of the HR team, I usually just submit the formal or the standard looking one. When I say standard or formal looking, it looks neat. It doesn't need to be an infographic. It's not much for the visuals. But the layout is still nice. Hindi siya magulong tingnan. And when they want to know more about what I can do, they can just visit my portfolio. Kasi dalawa pa yung isubmit ko. May isang creative resume and may isang formal or standard looking resume. For a designer, it's actually a must to have two of these, the resume and the portfolio. If you don't have your portfolio, it's quite weird, it's questionable. You need to show kasi something that you've created, something that can prove what you can do. And so, I've been saying a lot of things, but let's organize this and let's break it down. So let's start with the resume. It pretty much depends on the format. There are resumes na 1 column lang, and may resumes na 2 column. To show you, I'm just gonna flash some graphics and some examples. First things first, should we or should we not put a photo in our resume? I've been placing my face 2x2. Best practice pala not to put your picture because there might be some biases. And so a resume, it's really more about your skills, what you can do. So let's focus on that. The first thing that you have to put would be your name. Make it big, make it bold. Hindi naman sobrang laki, guys. Yung tama lang. Under that is your job title. Let's say a multimedia designer, photographer, motion graphic artist, designer, web developer. So write it under your name and smaller. It doesn't have to be in strong or in bold format. If you're a fresh grad, flex your highest achievement. Maybe you're a magna cum laude, summa cum laude, valedictorian, honorable mention. So place it there. And together with the course that you have, put it there, flex it, pero flex natin yung totoo lang, guys. So for the next things that you have to put, depends if you're creating a 1 column or 2 column. So I'm gonna focus on a 2 column format. I usually like this format kasi in the first page, everything that's relevant or everything that's important, everything that is recent is in the front page. As you will see here at the side, your personal details are also there at the front page, your skills are there, your recent works. Usually the first thing naman talaga na hinahanap is your work background. And once na kailangan niyang maghanap pa ng relevant information to support those things, like yung skills nga na kailangan mo, punta lang siya sa site, tingin lang siya dito sa kabila, and nandun na yun. And so, following that sample, the next thing is like the short description, a short bio, or maybe the objective for your career, your own goal as a professional, a one-liner, a one sentence. Let's talk about the first column, yung personal details, your identity. Kung ano yung contact details mo, how they could reach you, if they want to talk to you, interview you, where you live also, guys. Kasi sometimes companies are looking for people na near their area. Baka minsan kailangan mabilis tawagin, may mga unplanned things na kailangan, so dapat mabilis makapunta yung person na yun sa office. So that's why place just the city of where you're residing. At the same time, put the link of your portfolio and other social media professional social media profiles that are relevant to your job. Behance, your LinkedIn. Maybe you have a professional Instagram account kasi maybe you're a photographer or you upload your works in Instagram, so place it there. Next would be skills, and I usually have 3 different bullet points for the 3 categories of skills. So the first one would be personal. That would be your soft skills, your traits on how you work, like time management. Are you good in working under pressure, working with a lot of tasks? Can you manage them? Leadership. Maybe you're good in communicating with others, written and verbal. You can also have your problem solving. Now, the second type or the second category would be professional. These are your hard or technical skills. Ito na mismo yung mga skills na meron ka para magawa mo yung job mo as a designer or whatever job title that you have. So, some examples would be, let's say, photography, editing, programming, motion graphics. So, this is the skills you have as a designer. And the last one would be your software skills or applications na ginagamit. Examples would be like your Adobe, Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, Premiere, or maybe you're more comfortable with Final Cut, place it there. Applications na you use, kumari for 3D animation, for marketing, the statistics, and maybe like MailChimp or Canva. And speaking of Canva, if you haven't watched my thoughts about using Canva as a designer, the link is down in the description box below, and please do watch that. And so guys, I forgot to include this during my filming. For your skills, a lot of people do the bars or sliders, and isa na ako dyan when I was in college. But one of my professors told me, paano mo nga ba nasabi na 90% yung knowledge mo dito sa isang application software or sa isang skill? So he told me that it's better to just list them down, and during the interview, it can be elaborated. Or based on your portfolio, they would now know up to what extent you can do. For other skills, usually language, but most of us in the Filipino context kasi, ang English and Filipino, given na dapat marunong ka, parehas, somehow, kahit onting English. Other than those two, if you know how to speak other languages, ilagay mo na rin lang siya doon. It's not a must, but sometimes I put my interests aside from design. Maybe like in K-drama or food, eating, vlogging, yung mga tipong ganyan. Kasi they also want to know what else you can do, what else you can offer. Maybe may mga co-curricular activities din naman ng office guys when there are events, if you can do hosting. If you notice, the HR would ask you, what do you do during your free time? They wanna get deep. Wow, deep agad. They just wanna get to know you if magkiklik kayo sa team. Based sa sample, makikita nyo may educational background na agad. You've been in the industry for quite a long time. Somehow, maybe your educational background may not be as relevant or as it's not up to date anymore. So, just a simple information that this is where you studied, your course, the year you have graduated, and you know your highest achievement. Now that we're done with the first column, let's go to the second column. Ito na yung body and most important part of our resume. The question is, ano nga ba yung una? Is it educational background or your work experience? I would say na kapag fresh grad ka, unahin mo yung educational background mo. Kasi the most relevant for a fresh grad would be your college or your university background. And start with the most recent one. So that's the university, and then your grade school, your high school, and then your grade school. So the format is usually the college or the school name, the year. It's either the year you graduated or the years na you went there, let's say 2015 to 2019. And then achievements as a student, maybe you're also a student leader, so place there the co-curricular activities that you had, contests, international or local or school-wide, national-wide competition. So place them there. I just want to emphasize that when you write your resume, choose if you are going to write in a sentence format or you're going to write phrases. Now, it's very important in a resume that there's a parallel structure when you write. When I say parallel, lahat pare-parehas. If you're going to write a sentence, everything should be a sentence. If you're going to write in phrases, everything should be in phrases. And then if you're going to write in past tense, everything should be in past tense unless nga you're still working in that current company. But overall, make sure that everything is parallel. Tapos, if you're starting with a verb, let's say, graduated multimedia arts with magna cum laude. Ganun din lahat. Let's say the next one for your co-curricular, designated or appointed as maybe your president of ganito ganyan. So, lahat yun magsa-start sa verb, and the rest of your descriptions should be like that. Kasi may mga iba na ganun nga sila nag-start. Tapos, sa next point nila, naging sentence format. Tapos, nag-start sa I was appointed or I documented this event with the team. So, just make sure that everything is parallel. Para it looks very it's professionally written. And then, once you're done with your educational background, saka yung work experience. Maybe you're saying, fresh grad ako, ano yung work experience ko? So, place there your on-the-job training, your internship. Saan ka nag-OJT? What you did there? What department, and what are your achievements. Syempre, kahit intern ka dyan, may achievements ka nagawa. You were able to create hands-on or do hands-on activities. So, write them down there. Or for some, even at a young age, habang nag-aaral, meron na silang ibang gigs or freelance activities na sinasalihan. So, isulat nyo lang din yun dun. In terms of resume, just choose the relevant ones and the big projects that you can actually boast or that you can actually flex. And if you're in the industry for a long time, start with your work experience. And the same goes, dapat yung pinaka-recent mo. So your current employer, the name of the company, your job title, of course the year, list down the accomplishments that you have, what you did there. Again, make sure it's parallel, designed, photographed, developed. Use action words because it gives more impact. And it really describes what you were able to do. If you need to elaborate more on your educational background, certifications, if you have master's degree, you can put it below your work experience. The last thing to put at your resume at the bottom, references will be given upon requests. So, ano nga ba yung references? These are people that they can contact and ask about you. That could be your professor, that could be a friend, a fellow intern in your OJT. It can be your supervisor during your internship also, your classmates, your seniors, kung meron kang organizations na sinalihan, tatanungin nila yung mga head of organizations, kamusta ba tong ka-work? And it's nice that you keep in contact with them, and at the same time, maganda na iba-iba yung relationship mo dun sa person na yun. They seriously ask. I had a time where people, my friends, my past supervisors and professors told me that they had a call from this company. Tinatanong nila how you were as a student or how you worked during your OJT and all that. So, it's important talaga. You don't really have to put it in your resume, but that would be their name, your relationship with that person, and their contact number. Once they ask, be ready with your list. Just so they know that they might receive a call, tell them na you'll add them as your reference. And now that we're done with the resume, let's go with the portfolio, which is really, really quick and brief. You can either have your online or your printed PDF portfolio. For a video creator, of course, you need an online platform, and usually it's a website. If you don't have a website, maybe at least a YouTube channel that you could show. If you're a photographer, you can have your online portfolio also, but you can have your photos printed. It depends on you. Maybe you've also had, shoots for magazines, so bring them and have the printed version with you. For a layout artist, a writer, it's either you can have a copy of what you've written or you can have them printed as well. It can be online as well. So it really depends on the type of works that you do, if it's best for online or best for print. Huwag tayo magtipid sa printing ng ating portfolio kasi pag hindi maganda yung print, sometimes it affects really the quality of the images na meron, and sayang yung ginawa natin kung maganda talaga siya. That's my take on print. And for online or for website, medyo madugo lang to ng onte. Let's talk about it a little bit more. Everything that they need to know, your educational background, your work experience, the text format, about you, it's already in your resume. And so your portfolio should be visual. It should tell them that this is what you can do. My portfolio has a home an about page, and a works page, and a contacts page. And the wrong thing about that is usually they would want to see immediately what you can do. So homepage pa lang dapat makita nila, wow, ang ganda ng works niya. And so what you have to put at your homepage would be your show reel and the other works, the overview of your works na agad. They are checking your portfolio not to know you more, but to know what you can do. If you have a lot of works, give the user the option to sort things out, to filter things, maybe based on, the type. Maybe it's a video, photo, graphic design, or maybe by client. Also put the clients you have. Maybe you've worked with big clients, place it there, and ask permission also, guys, if you could put it in your portfolio. I think it's also nice to have a description, a background about what you did and what the project is all about. You can have a multi-page portfolio, but just make sure that your homepage gives them the wow effect na agad, na ito yung kaya kong gawin. Pagtingin na I want to hire this person, that type of homepage. And I would say that my homepage and my portfolio is really bad. I haven't really updated that since I graduated, so make sure that your portfolio is nice. That's how you write and create your portfolio. I hope that somehow this helped you if you're applying for a job as a fresh grad or not, maybe just trying to refresh your memory about how to write and create your resume. And comment down below what else you want to know. I'd love to chat with you guys, so comment whatever you feel like asking, and what else you want to know about multimedia arts, about the design life. If you want to see more, you can go to my channel and check the designer life playlist if you want to know more about multimedia arts, the design life, and check it out, guys. So don't forget to click the red button down below and click subscribe. This has been Ika. See you guys in my next vlog.